Gonna let me love you. Let me love you when I say. I don't know about that, Lauryn Hill. All right, on these cool strolls on this spring, spring 2021. Yeah. Um, I got a couple of these I'm gonna do this evening. Let me take this out. I don't think y'all can hear me. I have a couple of these I want to do this evening. I like my Jimi Hendrix. Now this is Rico the Opinionist. Hold on one second. It's your man Rico the Opinionist, and I am here just to share some thoughts about some of the topics that are in the news. I'm gonna cut this up. I have like 6 things I want to talk about. I'm only gonna talk about 3 really quickly on this one. Then y'all stay tuned for one when I guess get to the next one. Damn, what's all this? So it's a beautiful evening out. Aubrey, what's up, my man? Oh shit. Okay. Keep dropping shit. Just wanted to get these 3 out of the way. Probably later on around maybe I'll get this out. So anyway, Rico the Opinionist, y'all know what to do when you see me on here. You know I have my PayPal and my Cash App on here. Just bringing you the just perspectives. Calandria Richard, was that? Hey, Pokey. And I'm just on here to share my thoughts. Let me make sure. I'm watching the cars as I cross the street. And wait till a few of you come on before I get into what I'm talking about. And I sport my Jimmy today. Yep. And just talk to y'all. So, and what are those? Goose? Oh, we're here from the park. So anyway, Amber K, how you? Hey, Grand Fam, what's up? All right, I'm gonna get through it really quickly, right? The first one I'm gonna talk about is let me go ahead. Let me start with the mass shooting thing really quickly. There was another one that's occurred, and I was checking out the news feed on this. This just happened. And what's that? Boulder, Colorado. And according to the CNN, it's the 7th mass shooting this year, something like that. Within a year, I guess. And my only thing is with that, of course, you don't want to see anybody get hurt. You don't want to, I don't want anybody to get hurt. So please, my comments are not about the victims. It's not about all that. Coach Chice, what's up, brother? My comments are never about the victims and who got harmed in these things. I can't help but notice things in this reality, right? And this reality is, I just find it most interesting. Could I put a post up there? Please check it out. I find it most interesting that these mass shooters, maybe mass shooter made it good. These mass shooters can be arrested. They can be apprehended and arrested and with no problems. But let there be a 911 call for a black man who's obviously dealing with mental illness. He can be wielding a screwdriver, a butcher knife, a butter knife. All of a sudden he goes down in a blaze of gunfire. And I don't know who else has noticed this shit. I'm sure a lot of us do, but we have to start saying this stuff out loud. Even times like these that are considered tragedy. We have to say it because black people, we're so minimized and so looked over to the point that we've become used to the trauma of, like trauma's become the norm for us. Kareem, my man, how you doing, Kareem? Hey, man, we be seeing your post, bro, and you don't really come out and say anything. We're kind of worried about you, man, so, let us know, man. Let us know what's going on with you, bro. All right? Slip the number through Messenger. Let's talk. So, anyway, again, it's not about, oh, Mary Mack said it was the 7th shooting this week. So I was listening to what the lady was saying on CNN. She said, maybe she said this year. Well, I don't know if she said this week, on the 7th in 7 days. Okay. But the thing is, you know, I need us to snap out of this. Trauma does not belong to us. Trauma is not in our DNA. Trauma was placed on us. And we have to be more vocal, even at the time that it seemed to be most inappropriate. Appreciate that, Kareem. You know, even when it appears to be inappropriate to bring up stuff like this, how come? You know, when it comes to these white mass shooters, most of them. Hell, I think I only remember one black one. That was the DC sniper. And that young guy that was with him. But it's something else going on. Almost like it's some Manchurian candidate shit going on. Go check out the movie so you know what I'm talking about. Because nothing is by accident, and really nothing's by coincidence. And so what we need to do is just stop sitting so silent when trauma comes our way, and we see society purposefully looking past us and jumping past us, Mary Cotton High, looking past us, and all of a sudden now the country is in mourning. You know, it's the weirdest shit. Like right now, the Asian thing is going on. All of a sudden, let's shut the country down because 6 Asians have been attacked in 50 years. But black men, black people are attacked daily, systematically, socially. But there's no mourning. There's no raising a flag half-mast for us. And the thing about it is that we don't even demand it. They're not meeting with us in private. Biden and Harris meeting with black men in private. And we know damn well every day in the school system, socially, criminal justice-wise, black boys and black men are being attacked. So much so that, you know, even our own sisters have moved past. You know, it just... And again, this is not about nothing against the victims. But I can't help but notice the country always shuts down when someone else is experiencing trauma. But when it comes to black people, well, our trauma is just, you know, like, it is what it is, and they're used to it. You know, and that's not cool. We're human beings, damn it. It's not for us to let them know. It's for us to recognize that we are human beings. Our humanity matters. If you believe what the historians have taught us as African people, that we're the father and the mother of humanity, why don't we demand humane treatment in this goddamn country, starting from our own pulpits, talking to us? And we don't even treat each other humanely. And I'm not going to give the country that excuse for not treating us humanely because we're sometimes inhumane with each other. Damn all that. Because all groups have inhumane behavior within their groups. And it bothers me. So y'all have to forgive me if I don't raise a flag half-mast, if I don't have a pray for France or pray for this and all that shit on my Facebook page. Because until they address the first and the original sin against Africans and the black man in America, black woman, I don't give a damn, and I'm saying it the way it is. I don't care what happens to anybody else, because you're not going to continue to skip over us, look past us, take our tax dollars and put it in the directions of other people and act like we're not here. And we need to stop doing that. We need to stop giving them an excuse to use our money to give over to Israel, to give over to the LGBT, to give our money over to the trans. We're going to have to stop that. God damn it, we are human beings too. That is what that was on my mind when I was watching this all day long. The mass shooters, the names of the people were blah, blah, blah. Can I give you the names of all the black boys who are constantly fucking attacked in the school systems? And I'm going to close on this before I go to my next topic. You know, I had a back and forth with some assholes on Instagram about George Floyd. And it didn't have to be about George Floyd, right? But I'm one of those, I'm in the middle of a lot of stuff. I'm in the middle. I don't pick a side. Eric Gross, what's up? Or Eric Cross, my bad. I don't pick sides per se. I look at it for what it is up the middle. And what I don't particularly care for is, okay, the guy put up a post showing a bunch of black kids acting wild as shit. And somewhere in some city, they were jumping on cars and acting a fool. And what he said was, that's why I don't care what happens to these George Floyds in our community. That's, oh no. Oh no, brother. And these are black dudes. You know, these motherfuckers try to be so controversial and try to, you know, really stir up, you know, with that whole, almost like some Fox News talking points, but they're trying to, you know, chastise our community for bad behavior. I get that. But see, even I have a line that's drawn. See, what I'm not going to do is let you, with your uneducated ass, use George Floyd. And then you got these, what is about these military black dudes? Y'all know, it's been years. It's something about these military black dudes. Well, you get pick yourself up by your bootstraps and you know, stop begging and you have to take responsibility. I get all of that, but damn, dude, I get all of that, and that is correct. But you're not gonna sit here and tell me what the fuck I saw because you saw something else that you wanted to see. Come on, somebody. And this motherfucker gonna say, I said, dude, this one particular guy, I listen to his channel every once in a while, but I don't agree with everything that everyone says. I have my own thoughts. And so he's going to say, well, George Floyd wasn't, I said, dude, that was an unfair comparison because George Floyd was not jumping up and down on cars and acting fool and fighting all in the streets. He was murdered right before our eyes. That's what happened. So it's unfair for you to make that comparison against that man. Well, he was part of a crime scene. He was on drugs. I said, no, he was not part of no damn crime scene. He was accused of trying to pass a $20 bill, which later turned out to be false. And he was murdered. Then, of course, sycophants came around trying to, well, he held a woman up. What's up, Kevin? B. Mario McDuffie, what's up? He held a woman up, he held a gun against a pregnant woman. I said, look, first of all, if you're going to tell the damn story, tell it all. Yeah, I know that story, but what the fuck's that got to do with them jumping all up and down the cars and shit in that video? And also, if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole goddamn story. That whole situation when they try to bring up his past dirt, to try to dirty him, to try to cover up the murder that we all witnessed. Well, he went to jail for doing that. It was him and a group of folks. They robbed the lady. And he had a gun. And he went to jail for that. So don't bring that up to try to justify you saying stupid shit about this video and about him. Whatever he did that he served time for did not justify him being murdered on TV, you dumb fuckers. I'm telling you something. I'm telling you, it makes it hard out here for people like me who don't have a problem using his brain. I have my gripes with black people's behavior too, but what I'm not going to do is falsely accuse us of something or try to appease people who are not a part of my community by saying, yeah, I disagree with that shit too. No, I don't work like that. I tell the truth wherever the fuck it is. And then I'm running into Negroes who trying to appease. Wait a minute, y'all going too far to the right, brother. Well, he was on drugs. He was, you wouldn't feel that way if he was had a gun against your pregnant wife. First of all, motherfucker, I told you, those are two different situations. They're not the same. He didn't deserve that. He died of an overdose. How the fuck he died of an overdose when somebody got their knee on their neck? And then I had to share with these assholes that not only he died from the knee on the neck, he died from those other two officers, one hand on his leg and the other had that knee in his back, which prohibited oxygen from flowing to his brain. How the fuck you die with somebody with their knees on the back of your legs? I stopped talking to him right then. I knew he was a complete asshole. First of all, he gonna say, even Ben Crump said in the autopsy they died of asphyxiation, which was brought on by the knee to the neck, knees to the back of the leg, and knee to the back, the spine of the back, which prohibited oxygen from flowing to the brain. Let me tell y'all something. Don't no motherfucker die of overdose. Hey, Penny, sweetheart. Don't nobody die no overdose just out, just walk around just dying of overdose. They looking at those old videos when they say he put that cocaine in his mouth. On that day, regardless if he had a body full of cocaine, a body full of alcohol, he would still been able to stagger home, had a motherfucker not throwing him on the ground and put their knee on his neck and knee on the back of his leg and the knee in the goddamn spine. That's what I'm talking about. So you're not going to dirty up George Floyd's name because of his path and his addiction. See, you're talking to a person who's been working in alcohol and drugs and mental health for the past 24 goddamn years. And also one who has had his bout with abusing alcohol. Goddamn it, I staggered home at midnight, drove drunk at midnight. Fuck you talking about? And manual strangulation is what George died from. Manual strangulation. See, thank you, Mary Max. Trying to tell these motherfuckers. But you got those who trying to make particular points. You know, I can't talk to you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to give you a couple of lines of the truth, and then you try to come back because you want to push a foolish narrative. I'm gone. I'm done with that. Damn right. He probably had, because he was an alcohol, he was a drug addict. Of course he had drugs in his system. And that's the shit they're gonna try to push in court. That everything that the cops did had nothing to do with that. You must be a dumbass if you think I'm one. Like I said, anybody full of cocaine, full of alcohol can stagger or run their ass home, it'll be fine. What you're not gonna do is tell me you can't throw a motherfucker down, cut off his breathing, and they're already full of drugs, and then that's his fault? Get the fuck out of here. So, needless to say, I blocked them two bastards. Now, initial guy who put the video up, he was smart enough to shut the fuck up and move on. But then you have these other folks that trying to, jump on the bandwagon, the fans. So shut the fuck up. I moved on. Okay, let me get to the next one. And I'm gonna say this real quick. Some people might get mad, but I don't know. I'll save it because I don't know. I'll save it. But I really need y'all to quit throwing Breonna Taylor up there with George Floyd. I just really need y'all to stop doing that. I just really need, because the two are not the same. I really need y'all to stop throwing Breonna Taylor up there. And isn't it interesting that you watch a man get murdered, you watch him die, but Beyonce didn't come out for shit. None of the famous black women didn't come out for shit and say make no proclamations to district attorneys and shit. But all of a sudden, this black chick who signed off on rental cars when they had a dead body there, went in and saw the thug in jail a bunch of time, had dope in the motherfucking car. They gonna say she was murdered? Fuck out of here. Yeah, I said it. Because I'm sick of this shit. Every time something legitimately happens to black men, you want to try to muddy it over. That's right, they do it to black women too. They ain't doing shit to black women. Per se. Yeah, I said, I know I just lost some fans just then. I can't sit here and just act like this shit is real. It's not. Breonna Taylor's shit is not up there with George Floyd. She's not up there with those other black men, Eric Garner, who was stood there choked to death in our face. She's not up there. With Tamir Rice, police got the car shooting a 12-year-old before the fucking car stopped. She's not up there. Sandra Bland either. If Sandra Bland had shut the fuck up and just put the cigarette out, gave the license, she would have moved on. She would have been teaching at Texas Southern right now. Hell, don't put those women up there with these men murdered. The guy in Baton Rouge, forget his name real quick. Police stood over his body. We saw this, shot the man. We ain't see none of this shit. All the other stuff is hearsay. Who's Miss Taylor? I don't know who the fuck Miss Taylor is. Miss Taylor, well, the point is, Ellery, I'm making is we didn't see that. Well, we saw the men that I'm talking about. All the other shit is conjecture. We can go by the little feminine boyfriend that was in there. He told her to get down. She stood up. And that's not my issue. What I'm saying is they still don't compare to the actual trauma that we witnessed. We witnessed the trauma of these men. We witnessed the trauma of these men. We witnessed the trauma of these men. That's what fucks us up. That's why we ain't fucked up about no Breonna Taylor, because we didn't see it. Out of sight doesn't necessarily mean out of mind, but it means that when we saw Eric Garner get choked to death and people stood around there screaming, we saw George Floyd get kneed in the neck and fucked with. We saw that. That went into our psyches and fucked us up. We didn't see this shit with these other people. And I'm not saying she should not be. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Ellie. I'm not comparing them. That's why I'm telling people, don't even compare them. There's no comparison. That's what I'm saying. We're on the same page, Ellery. There's no comparison. I'm not saying that she shouldn't receive justice. I'm saying don't try to canonize these people. That because we saw that. Yeah, that shit is crazy. But anyway, that's my piece on that. I think I've said that before, but never just flat out said. I'm just, I'm sorry for her family and all of that. But just like motherfuckers saying, well, he was on drugs, he was this. Well, she messed with thugs. Yeah, the dope was being delivered to her house. Yeah, they thought that's what the motherfucking package was. She got caught up in the shit. Should she have been killed? No. Did they have the knock-knock warrant? No. So her death meant something that they stopped the no-knock warrants. So that's purpose of it. But we're not going to act like she's some goddamn Harriet Tubman of our times that got, caught, murdered, and killed. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. But people else, y'all can do what y'all want to do. But I saw Eric Garner. I saw George Floyd. I saw, who else they showed us? Yeah, I know those two remember, because we didn't see Mike Brown. We didn't see him get killed, but his best friend standing there saw him and told us what was going on. So, but we saw those two, I know. Tamir Rice, we saw the video of him, Tamir Rice. We saw him get out the car, shooting the pistol before the motherfucking car. So we saw that video. We saw Ahmaud Arbery. We saw these people. That's the stuff that bothers us. If people gonna be honest, that's the stuff that bothers us the most. It doesn't take away from the other people who we didn't see, but I'm telling you, it's seeing and hearing about it are two different things. It's two different things. I need us to get that straight. Every time you put up George Floyd, y'all got to stick the motherfuckers up, Breonna Taylor and all that shit up there. Nobody come out for George like that. Y'all, and I'm talking about the women that come out like that, the famous women that come out and the demand justice and shit. It was a lot of men. There was people of other races. You see, Beyonce and all them. Yeah, I ain't think Beyonce even gave a shit about criminal justice, but she came out, oh, we need to get justice for Breonna Taylor. It was just fine. I'm just pointing out what I saw. Damn, motherfuckers falling off. Y'all ain't like that Breonna Taylor speech, huh? Anyway, so having said that, let's get on to the next one. So these damn mosquitoes. So anyway, what I'm talking about? Is it Derek Jackson? All right, I'm talking about that. What's up, Kenneth? Oh yeah, Derek Jackson. All right, let's go there. I had Derek Jackson, mass shooters, and hell, I guess shit. I'll get it later. But anyway, if y'all see the third one on there, remind me of the third one because I forget it. I went a little far in the whole the mass shooting thing. The mass shooting, and I went into George, went into Breonna, and now the George Floyd thing. I'm sorry, not George Floyd, but Derek Jackson. Y'all know who the relationship guru is, Derek Jackson? He's all over the place. I guess he's apparently been outed or exposed. Oh yeah, I know what it is. Cancel coach, exposure coach. I'll get to that in a minute. And so Derek Jackson has been exposed or outed by, I guess, this YouTuber by the name of Tasha K, Unwind by Tasha K, and she's gotten all the recordings, say receipts. And I've heard some of the audio of the women talking about him and where they met him at and when they first met on his wife and all of that. And so I heard this, I saw his detanglement video. And he's wearing all black and I listened, I just shook my head. When he said this, well, yeah, me and my wife having problems, but I also have to say that I was angry at God. I said, there it is. Jason McCloney, what's up, brother? UA. He said, I was angry at God. I knew then, here comes the fuckery. And he went straight through it. Thank you, Miss Penny. He went straight through it. And I don't have very much to say about that. Because I had already, moved on from Derek Jackson's. Because I look at it like this. I'm not knocking anybody's hustle who's smart enough or without a conscience or conniving or cunning enough to know how to get money out of women's purses. See, back in the day, pimps got out their purse and got, by way of their punani. And then whatever psychology they use, but I understand the psychology behind all that is the women are already hurt. They're already trying to find something. So when they hear that voice that sounds like it's something that I guess cares about them or has their best interests at heart, it is what it is. And so I would like Steve Harvey. He had that bullshit out about to act like a lady, think like a man, or act like a lady. And that shit failed. Now no women still single. But they all got a copy of his multi-million-seller book and all his conferences. Derrick Jackson, same thing. Tell the women what they want to hear instead of telling the truth. And it's interesting, because now I guess people say, well, Kevin Samuels is telling the women the truth, and everybody's upset. Isn't that something? He lying, that damn Derrick Jackson lying, or he just telling women what they want to hear. And he's made a nice living for himself. And I guess now he's been exposed, and I guess he's been knocked off his perch. Because only thing I don't care about this, guys, anybody who decides to go into the I love you black queen business, what's up, Dondre Wynn? What's up, bro? You wait. Whoever else decides to go into the I love black queens business, can you just keep it on the black queens? Don't throw black men under the bus, you punk ass, lame, big face ass pussy. Because one thing about it, while you so busy throwing us under the bus, now those same women will say, I knew he wasn't shit. I knew he wasn't shit. You don't do that. Just tell the truth across the board. You don't exploit one to try to make money off the other. And that's what Derrick Jackson did. And then you live a lie. I mean, he's so fucked up that even Pastor John Gray says, see, are you talking about me, goddammit? Now, Cooker, no, you done tripped over your own self. Just saying, look, I ain't gonna get on you the way you got on me. Look at them. Two thieves in the temple. Two thieves in the temple. Because remember, Derrick Jackson talked crap about John Gray and his excessive cheating on his wife. And also, it is what it is. Now, I hope those ladies, they'll recover. It's some few other guys out there that's saying, ladies, yeah, black men are falling off. Sister, you better than him. Yeah, this, that, and the other. You don't have to change yourself, sister. You just be who you are. While he collects your workshop fees and your book fees and your how-to fees. Just go ahead and do you. Okay. DeAndre, we can vibe about that. It's going to be next year, right? So, guess what, y'all? I'm going to tell y'all heard it from me. He's going through this. Everybody's talking about him, kicking the dirt in his face. And he deserves everything he's getting because he's just for being a little simp son of a bitch. See, people think that he was exploiting the women, but he was really exploiting black men. See, the women wouldn't be interested as much if he wasn't shitting on black men. That's the part I don't care for. I don't have a problem with people directing their product at women only. At black women only. Just don't shit on black men, Tony Gaskins. Just don't shit on black men. Anybody else out there who's trying to get the women on your side? Because all the pussy game. It is. If I didn't have a conscience, if I didn't give a damn, I'd be a mega preacher right now. I have the personality. I have the gift of gab. I can do it. But my conscience won't allow me to do that. Do y'all know why I don't go to church? Because I already know I don't believe in any of that shit. So why would I go up in there? And I know why I go up in there, because a lot of lonely, desperate women in there, a lot of them happen to be pretty fine. And I go in there with a suit on, and I got a Bible with a gold clasp around that. Man, rack up all the coochie in the church. But I wouldn't do it. I can't do it because I'm built. I have a conscience. I can't use people. That's just not who I am. And so there are a lot of us who set up ourselves up to be used. And I'm not one of those persons. And so the Derrick Jacksons, the Negro preachers, and all those folks, well, hey, And people sit around here and believing motherfuckers are saying and act like you can't read yourself. Well, you're setting yourself up to be used and exploited and manipulated. So I can't knock Derek Jackson's hustle. If there's enough women out there, all you gotta do is say, yeah, little mama, you beautiful, you fine. Oh, you a goddess, you a queen. And they go in their purse. Hey, man, you've done the damn thing. So, Ezel, what's up, my man? Welcome. So I can't, yeah, and that's what it's about. If you legitimately have a product for women, well, let it be for women, but keep the men out your mouth. That's all. Don't shit on black men because you're trying to appeal to black women. And black women, you shouldn't even want to listen to nobody who shit on black men. Even if you got a problem with your ex-husband or your boyfriend, or you've been picking losers since the 10th grade, and you now 35 years old still picking losers. Don't listen to some charlatan that comes to you like that. Because you ought to know by then, it's not the men, it's you. That's the men who have a problem with women. It's not the women, it's you. Because women are plentiful. And Derek Jackson isn't done yet, Mary Max. He's going to be just fine. Because there's a market for people. You know that song, we fall down, but we get up. See, people like that story. They don't like people who behave all the time. People like you when you get dirty and you come up from dirty. You came out of jail. You done served 15 years for armed robbery. People like that. People like me who don't get in trouble, who don't rob, who don't have baby mothers. You know, it's a lot of people like me. The women ain't checking for like that. I need to get in trouble. And then I won't be able to beat them off with a stick. I know this. And so that's why people wonder like, damn, Rico is not a hater. I'm not. I came up in pimping. I was a little kid in the 70s. And one thing I learned about growing up around uncles who were pimps and relatives who was hoes and neighbors who was hoes or prostitutes, you don't knock the next man hustle. You just hope whoever's getting hustled is able to survive it. You hear me? So let me close by saying this shit right here. Fuck cancel culture, fuck exposure culture. Cancel culture is become like the battering ram of the feminist left. You can't say anything under this whole guise of being politically correct. You can't tell the truth about anything. And mainly, cancel culture is pushed by a bunch of feminists and LGBT folks. Because they don't want you to tell the truth about homosexuality. They don't want you to use any morals that you have to try to share with other people, because the agenda of today's world through Satan, come on somebody, that is to mislead everybody down the path, to the path of hell. So if you say anything or even hints at anything that sounds like behaving correctly and denouncing things that are not natural or in accordance with nature and God, come on, somebody, you will be canceled. And that's how it is. In order to cancel somebody, I guess you have to give a damn. You can't cancel me because I've never given a damn. I've been canceled already, I guess. I guess not by the world. No, I can't say that. I was just canceled in college and canceled in my city a little bit. But not completely canceled. I was still able. They tried to keep me out of school a couple of times. I've never been fired because of my views and stuff, so I can't say I've been like canceled. But you have to value things of the world in order to be canceled. And so I just find it's very deliberate. It is a plan for those of us who have something to say about a lot of the foolishness that's going on. They want us to shut up. Stop speaking on it. That's why celebrities and people in corporate America, whatever, for black folks who work and people who work, it's across racial lines. Anybody who dares speak up against things that are totally out of order. You say something about trans, LGBT, and you say you can't tell a woman if she's not cute or she's not in shape, you can't do nothing. And that's not what I grew up in. I grew up in the 70s and the 80s. I was a kid in the 70s, a teenager in the 80s, a young adult in the 90s, and a grown-ass man 2000 and beyond. And so I don't know how not to be politically incorrect. That's what they call it now. I'm just going to tell the truth. I'm not out here just trying to be a dick and be inappropriate and all. No, I'm not one of those. I just speak because I'm my man. I'm not that kind of person. I don't do that. But if you ask me, I'll tell you. Now, my Facebook page, YouTube channel, it's my space. I'll say what the fuck I want to say. But if I'm out and about, penis ain't no. And so my thing is, let's all, because see, people appreciate when you tell them the truth. People appreciate when you tell the truth. They'll be mad at you, but long run, say, well, that man told the truth. Or she told the truth. And you do catch hell in the beginning. You do. See, we have to, when we start participating in cancel culture, we have to think about historically. A lot of people who were permanently canceled because they went against the norm of that day that was unnatural, inappropriate. You know, people like Jesus Christ, he was politically incorrect. People like Nat Turner, politically incorrect. Noble Drew Ali, politically incorrect. Nat Turner, Marcus Garvey, politically incorrect. Ida B. Wells Burnett, politically incorrect. Harriet Tubman, politically incorrect. Everybody that you think is the coolest, politically incorrect, they were canceled. You understand? Dr. King became politically incorrect from 66 to 68 when he started talking about reparations. He was canceled. Medgar Evers, so he said something because he got canceled. So we have to be careful when we start going along with this cancel culture, because cancel culture has a history. And cancel culture only refers to if you say something that goes against this new wicked norm that's been created in society, you shall be canceled. So all this stuff, even exposure, this exposure that people do on YouTube, when they call docking people and doxing people and try to find out where they work, who they're married to, and who their kids are, put pictures up of their loved ones and show show them where they live and all that shit, all because you don't like what they say on their YouTube channel. I don't have to like Derek Jackson to respect his right to express however he wants to express himself on his YouTube channel. You know, Kevin Samuels, he has the right to have his YouTube channel. Everyone has. I don't even have to like Tasha K and Kristen Carroll and all these weird. But they have a right to have their YouTube channel, and they have the right for you not to be doxing them or exposing them because you don't like the way they use their freedom of speech. Because I know one thing on YouTube and on the internet, you have to search, log on, and click. Who in the fuck searches, logs on, and clicks to be offended? It's not them, it's you. So damn exposure culture, damn cancel culture. It's stupid. And we shouldn't allow that. I don't care, because the latest thing, they've been trying to expose Kevin Samuels for, he's gay, his wife said this, he's that. Who gives a shit? Prove out to be a liar. Where's the information to make him a liar? Don't expose him who he sleeps with, expose him with clothes. That ain't shit to me. Even with Derek Jackson. Okay, maybe his exposure, him being a hypocrite. Okay. So what? Those women bought into it. And he'll be all right. Guess what? He might lose this crop, but he's going to gain a new crew because he's coming out with the God conversation. Me and God. God ain't through me yet. And no God. So, you know how that works. I don't ever pull that card because I'm not just a charlatan like that. I'm not a son of a bitch. I don't do that because I don't believe in any of that stuff, and I'm not going to, use it, try to get my ass out of a bind. No, but everyone knows that, statistics show, and the Pew Institute of Research says that black people, particularly African-American women, are the most religious group in this country. So all you got to do is you can run over 10 people with a damn 18-wheeler and just say, God saved me. Or you know what? He asked God for deliverance, and he been delivered. This motherfucker just held up and shot up a whole family. But he do 5 years and come out and say, no, God touched my heart. I mean, when are we going to stop that? Okay, you cool, you been delivered, but keep your ass over there. Yeah, that's fine, whatever it is. So we're going to have to get past that as a group. Get past this religion and being manipulated through religion. We're going to have to stop that. We're not moving forward when people know that they can manipulate us through religion. See, Derek Jackson, I'm going back to him. He reminds me of Jerry Falwell. Y'all remember Jerry Falwell? Those who are my age, 45 to 55 or 45 and up. I'm 52. So you remember Jerry Falwell in the 80s kept on. He's the preacher. And God, he sent it down. He will bless you. Jerry Falwell. Was it Jerry? No. It wasn't Jerry Falwell. Jerry Falwell was an old white guy. What was his name? Because his sons are taking over now. Damn. But he kept damn, what is his name? Somebody put it up there. What is that preacher's name that kept getting caught with the prostitutes? The first time he got caught, he said, I have sinned. God is ashamed of me. I'm ashamed. He cried before his congregation, the little white congregation. He got caught. Hold on a minute. He was caught up. Pat Robinson? No, that's the old fool, Shayna. He on 700 Club. What's that other? This guy, Jerry Falwell, the old guy. Jimmy Swagger, thank you. Jimmy Swagger. Yeah. Thank you. Jimmy Swagger. Jimmy Swagger. Look, he was a player preacher. Jimmy Swagger, I have sinned before God. And I humble myself before you, congregation. And they forgave him. They brought him back. They brought his money back. The congregation came back. And goddamn, 3 months, not even 3 months later, he got caught up in another. And let me tell you something. He was such a freak. He would be in like these deluxe, these really $25 a night, $25.99, $39.99 a night, cheap ass motel with these hookers. And he went back and got caught again. Hell, I have no words. Take me out, Lord. I can't stop messing with these hoes. Congregation, I'm just gonna leave and let my sons take over. Yeah, cause like, damn, dude. I'm telling you, y'all say what y'all want to say, but there's something magical about them $2 hoes. It is something magical, my God, about these little $2 hoes out here. Tiger Woods, he cheated with like eight waitresses out of a diner that worked at Mel's Diner from that show Alice. Just $2. They're all over just ugly, but $2 hoes. I'm like, what is it? Shit, I mean, I ain't talking about it because I'm not innocent of any of that. I understand too. I'm probably speaking out of familiarity. Because I'm telling you, it's just something about those little seedy motels and tramps. Maybe it makes the sexual experience a whole lot more exciting. It's something about those seedy, little low-down, dusty-ass motels and a hussy. It's something about it. I'm here to tell you. My God. Well, these preachers and these folks can't stay away from them. And so, yeah, you have sinned. God sent them Jezebels out there, and boy, they come in all forms. Oh, I'm sorry, Satan sent those Jezebels. And they come in all forms. Leo and Cuzzo. What's up, Faye? I saw you on here. Wait a minute, let me see my cousin on here. Yeah, Miss Faye McIntosh, what's up, Cuzzo? Yeah, man. I mean, it's hard on here when you're a man with money. It's hard on here with a man with money. Woo-wee. But I'm going to close by saying this. Let me tell y'all something. The reason a lot of folks get in trouble, these men with this money, because money doesn't change your morality. Money doesn't change your fetish. Money doesn't change your sexual wiring. It doesn't change your attraction just because you have money, just because you're famous. See, like in cheap motels with cheap hussies, is not a poor man's situation, it's a man's situation. And I want to say to ladies who are married to men, who are dating men, and you found out that he was caught, and you caught him cheating, and $25.99, $39.99. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, and you saw him, you caught him cheating in one of those cheap motels with the cheapest woman that you probably ever seen in your life. It's not about you, sweetheart. I swear it's not. It's not about you. And for what's his name, Derek Jackson, it's not about his wife. It's about Derek Jackson. Doesn't matter that she looked like she was a cat burglar in that last video. Like she, look, mama's been going in on her how she looked in that last video. He's clutching her hands like the jaws of life. And me and my wife, we understood this. And me and my wife, it has nothing to do with you, ladies. It has nothing to do with Derek Jackson's wife. And when I see a very sad lady who signed on to the end. Brian Davis, what's up, man? That's what it's about. It's about his own stuff. What he wants to do. And money doesn't change your morality. It doesn't rewire your character. It doesn't do anything. Whoever you are when you're poor and unknown, you're the same person who become famous and with plenty of money. What it does is your exposure gives you access. Your money grants you access to more. That's all it does. And I'm not saying no, don't get rich, because no, I'm just saying whoever you are when you're poor is who you are when you get rich. Mary Mack said the woman doesn't care about him anymore. When he has passed, they will be finalized. When this is passed, they'll be finalizing the divorce. What Mary Mack, he said they're gonna be together, but I think she, and I'm gonna say this, y'all, and I've said it before, and ladies, close your ears, because I've been a man a long time, since I was 18, ladies, and I'm gonna tell you, Father has lived, and this has not been researched. You can't go look it up. It's just me sharing my opinions about something or an observation I made years ago. And I've always said this. One thing about men, we do like women a certain way. That's right, Shayna. Zakia, what's up? He said he wanted to come on and put up that stage apology and sell that book. You're exactly right. He ain't stopped. And so Shayna says money doesn't change you. It makes you more of who you really are. Exactly. Mary Mack said he said she didn't say, nor did her body. He said she didn't say that, nor did her body behavior. Right. But she was sitting there holding on just for the, I guess for the length of that video, and she looked like her eyes looked very empty. She wasn't dressed like she gave a damn. So, and people going in on her about that. I'm kind of over that, but we cannot pretend that we didn't see what we saw in both of those videos. Ladies, y'all say, well, man is a narcissist. What I'm telling you, as one who's worked in mental health over 20 years, he exemplifies all, well, at least if not all 5, definitely 3 or 4 of the character traits of a narcissist. He speaks so candidly with such force, like there's no remorse, there's no regret. It's like matter of fact. And this is what he gonna tell you. He's what he telling you what you need to know. See, at least Jimmy Swaggart, at least John Gray had enough couth to fall down on their knees and feign, if it's not real, feign regret and shame. This son of a bitch is so sick, he doesn't even have the ability to be shamed, to be ashamed. That's how much of a sociopath. That's how much of a sociopath Derrick Jaxn is. He doesn't even have the ability to be ashamed of what he's done. He can't even fake. He doesn't give a damn. Now, ladies, that is a narcissist. And Mary Mack, you're right, and he spoke in third person about himself right there in the midst of his foolishness. Ladies, that's an actual narcissist. A narcissist is not one who rejects you because he don't like you, don't think you fine. That's not a narcissist. A narcissist is, just listen to Derrick Jaxn. He's a sociopathic narcissist. Even worse. He doesn't have it. Woman even gets, I can even see some borderline personality that has no sense of empathy, no feeling of sympathy for a next person, because all he cares about is him. And he is proving all of that through this. Yo, he's sick. I said, hey, but that's the kind of energy that women seem to be drawn to, though. So next time you call a black man narcissist because he doesn't think you fine, or he don't put over single motherhood, or he don't like women of a certain size, don't call him no narcissist. It's called a preference. Derrick Jaxn is a flat-up narcissist. And when I was about to say, ladies, what I learned, and fellas, I learned years ago. See, I've done groups, in the past and stuff, and I've been referred to as a nosy counselor by some clients decades ago, right? Because I ask questions and I see certain things. I said, And so when it comes to when people who are supposed to be high profile, and I'm knowing that even poor guys like fine women. And people say, well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Well, now, okay, I'll just leave it at that shit. All I know is, anyway, I'll say for another. Kareem, I'll tell you, when I call you, brother, I'll tell you what I meant to say. All right, everybody. So, but anyway, I think that's all I have to say about that. Damn cancel culture. Trying to expose people is unnecessary. It's childish. If you don't like what someone's saying in their book or their YouTube channel, just don't watch it. You can advise others not to watch it, but you don't have to go and find out where they work, who their children are, who they're dating, who they're married to, what car they drive, if they have a car or not, and all that shit. So you try to embarrass them. That doesn't make them stop talking. It only makes you look as petty and insecure. Well, we're going to expose Kevin Jackson. We're going to expose Derrick Jackson. It's good for ratings. It's good for it's like, it only makes you look bad. Sure, we'll get a ha-ha and a kiki out of it, but it still doesn't change. We're going to still go back and watch it if we like it. If it's stuff that we like, we ain't going to stop watching it because you exposed that even though they showed a big house, the motherfuckers live in a shack in a corner on somebody's street. You talking all that shit, but see, people don't have to have silver and gold to have something to say. Did y'all know that? People don't have to work for Goldman Sachs in order to make a valid point. People don't have to have the good news. They don't have to have a car with the latest Range Rover and the latest Camaro and the latest Cadillac Escalade to share the good news. Where y'all get that from? Didn't y'all Jesus, he wore sandals and rags of the people? I'm just saying, we're going to have to start reading again because we've gotten so damn, cosmopolitan and metropolitan, we forgot about history. We forgot that the very people who we listened to were not these famous, rich, wealthy folks in history. The folks who got us over, the folks who got us here. Now we've gotten to technology. We got all the iPhones, we got all the internet, we got all the Wi-Fi. We've forgotten about the books that we read about those historical figures that got us here through sacrifice. They weren't rich and wealthy. What rich and wealthy people's ever moved a whole nation forward? That's all I'm saying. Well, anyway, thank y'all so much for listening. I just had to get that off my chest. I have some more topics. I may come back on later on. If y'all are up around 10 o'clock or something, I may do another live. But mess with me on the Cash App. Mess with me on the PayPal. Cash App, RicotheOpinionist. Also, PayPal, Rico Rivers. Thank y'all so much. And I'll talk to y'all later. All right? Be cool. Peace.